G'day, welcome to Board Game Back. It's brought to you by Liberty Guild Gaming. Today we're doing a solo playthrough from the Villainous Evil Comes Prepared standalone expansion. And our villain today is Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, one of my faves actually is the fave of my Disney's. I find it very funny. I think it's brilliant. And her objective in this one is she's rather unique. Rather than one fake deck pile, she's got 4, and in one of these 4, Kuzco is here. And I need to find Kuzco, bring him to the board, and have Kronk beat him. However, each time that Kronk moves, he will get a power token on him. When he has 3 or more, he flips to the other side. And then I've got to get him back. And so we'll see how this plays out. Just remember to read the villain guide every single time, because it does kind of explain how each of the characters work. The 4 fate decks over here, the 3 cards will help you search the deck, and how to find controlling Kronk. There we go, excellent. So let's flip the 4 cards over and see how we go. My round power round tokens are over here towards the right. That allows hopefully a little bit more room so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm using the Disney Locana Club Solo variant, where it's an 11 round system, where I just play my first round, and then every preceding round after that, take a token and work my way through. Anytime that I take a power token from the right hand side is when I will get fated. And when I use the fate action over here, I roll a dice, 50-50 chance of it being successful, and the conditions work the same way. And when I am successful, I simply add another power token to the base, giving me more opportunities to more rounds to play. Okay, excellent. See what we're going to do here. And I am going to go straight off the bat. I am just going to go over here and just get 3 power tokens right off the bat. 1, 2, and 3. Oops, sorry. I'm using sleeve cards today. I am. And I am going to go and play so I've got Smash It with the Hammer, which allows me to choose one of the fate decks and reveal 2 random cards at random and discard them. So, and Imperial Guards. And Fake Funeral, which allows me, when I defeated a few heroes, I get some power. Beauty Sleep is an interesting one. She does cost 1. Play her, and that's the only action I do for that turn. She essentially gets a Beauty Sleep. When my next turn comes around, I get to draw 2 extra cards and gain 2 power. So, excellent. I'm going to play Imperial Guard. I'm going to just play them in the jungle at the moment. So 1 and 2. And when it comes to discarding at the moment, I will be discarding this one. And I will and keeping and you know what, I will play this one as well. Why not? No, I will not. I'll keep this one just for now. It is very dangerous. There's 3 of these cards that are out there. The 3 are eavesdropping, which allows you to go through the deck and pretty much just receive where Kuzco is, and then you shuffle it. This one over here, for example, Smash with the Hammer, allows you to discard 2 cards. But yeah, also you gotta be careful. There are some cards in here that if you show the lever card, will immediately make me lose half my power. So there's a bit of danger in doing that. And then there's also After Them, which allows you to go through the fate deck and you play every one of those heroes from there. So there's an element of risk. So Eavesdrop is a good card to play first, and then maybe using After Them. Okay, let's drop to 4 and we'll see how this game will play out. I've got a condition card over here, and I've got another Imperial Guard. So let's get this condition card out of the way. Got 8, excellent. Boom. There we go, get that condition card gone. There we go. And that is, now we play another round for this token over here. And, you know, I find it easy just using a 10 round system, so I'm just going to take it away. I think he uses an 11 round system, I've been using a 10. So, there we go, get rid of that. And I am going to go and I'm going to go over here and play my beauty sleep card. I'm just wanting to get as many cards as possible into my hand. Pay 1. Now I'm going to get myself fated. So I do this stuff from left to right when I'm playing a solo variant, but I use the fate token here to place on the deck that I've just looked at. So let's flip this one over. What do we have? We've got Kaka. So Kaka, Yzma cannot defeat other heroes if Kaka or Tipo is in her realm. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's been a little while since I've seen it. And so let's roll the dice and determine where she's going to go. We got 11, so she's going to go over here. There we go. And also I use the honor system. If there's a place I can put it that would be better and it will hurt me the most, I will place it there. However, since she's the first hero, I will use a dice roll, which will determine where she's going to go. Obviously, I wouldn't put her here because I could easily defeat them. The rolls here is 1 to 3, 6 to 9, 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and then 10 to 12. Now it is my turn. I get my 2 power. Thank you. And I draw 2 cards. And this keeping minor actions are May. And there we go. And I also get to move somebody over. Retrospectively, I probably could have gone anywhere else but there, knowing that I was going to get faded. Otherwise, I could have vanquished her. Okay, what have we got here? We've got After Them, which is choose one of the fate cards and reveal all of the cards and play all of the revealed heroes. Okay, I'm going to find somewhere where I can play 2 cards at once, or just 1. I am going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. No, over here. Sorry. There we go. I'm going to go 1 over here. I'm going to do my fate. Evens I win. What do we got? 6. Excellent. Let's move that over here. I'm not going to discard a card at the moment. However, I am going to go play After Them. There we go. And I too also go left to right as well. What do we got here? We have Path of Righteousness and 2 Peasants. Oh, yeah, the Peasants are really nasty because they allow you to play heroes from the discard pile and play them on the board. It's not pleasant. There we go. So we know that Kuzco is not in here. There we go. There we go. And, oh, I do have to play all the heroes. We've got all the cards, play all the revealed heroes. So, and reveal all the cards, play all revealed heroes to that location, shuffle and return the rest. So, there we go. We're going to play the Peasant. There we go. Played, you may choose a hero from the Yzma discard pile. There is none. So, let's see where they're going to go. We've got 6. And now we've got a 50-50 chance because it's got to block off the fates. So this one it will be odds, this one over here will be evens. And we've got 7. So she's going to block that one. There we go. Wasn't entirely helpful. Yay! And I am now going to discard some cards. Whenever you're fate decks, reveal 2 random cards, and cool. I am not going to discard just yet. I'm just gonna go and pull a card out. This is a fake funeral. Gain 1 power for each hero in the discard pile. And that is the end of that round. I'm gonna go and start vanquishing folk. So I'm gonna go over here, and I am going to vanquish Kaka. Since vanquish that one, he is a goon, and so is she. I will put that over here for the discard pile. And I'll move these down a little bit. There we go. Excellent. So that is Peasant gone, and I can still play a card. So I will go with the Imperial Soldier. And I'm going to play him here. It's going to cost me 2. There we go, got my 3 cards left, draw back to 4. Got myself a nice little dagger. So, which will be very helpful. So dagger I can place onto an Imperial Guard and it gives them +1 strength, and whenever they're defeated, that dagger just comes back into my hands. So, which is brilliant. They are going to do a fade action, so we've done that deck. Now we'll play this one. We've got Wrong Lever, which says when Wrong Lever is revealed, you must immediately play it. Yzma loses half her power. So I think there's like 2 of those in the entire deck, so they're quite nasty. And do I have another effect in here that I could use? Yes, I do. Excellent. Okay, I am going to go, and I'm going over here because I want to get some more card tokens. I don't have many. Let's go 3. I'm also going to play Cruel Story. If there's an ally, oh, I need an ally to be there in order to play that one. That's annoying. That's okay. We've got, what, 1 hero in there that will give me 1 additional power. Smash it with a hammer. Why not? Let's go play this card. Let's risk it for the biscuit, shall we? There we go. That's going to cost me 1. And I am now up to here to go through. First one. On the Run is an effect. And 2. Beware the Groove. Choose a hero from Yzma's Fate discard pile. Shuffle that hero up to 2 Yzma's decks together. So it's a great way of losing Cuzco. So it's a good way to get rid of nasty cards, which is also in here. This booklet here particularly tells you how using Smash It with a Hammer kind of gets rid of those little nasty ones. Cool. I still got 1 more card to play, and I will play this one here and give this one the dagger. And that is the end. And do I want to discard any cards at the moment? This is a card that I haven't. Oh, no, I like to keep both these 2. No, I will actually get rid of Fake Funeral because I haven't seen Kronk yet. Finished the job. We have Superiority, and we've also got Finish the Job. So finish the job. Move an ally to any location that has a hero, which is helpful for when you have that Chaka and her sibling out on the board. So let's get rid of this condition, Superiority. What do we have? We have 7. So it wasn't a successful condition this time, so I didn't get to add a condition to my board. And nor do I draw back to 4. So let's get rid of this round token over here. It's now back to my turn, and I am going to go and move over here, and I need to do some vanquish actions. The question is, do I want a card and a 1 or 2 cards and a movement? I think I really want that one. So where are my movements? Here. Brilliant. Let's take care of that fade action first and see if I'm successful. 4, which I am. There we go. And I'm wanting you to move over here, but there we go. Excellent. And that way I can also play the ally card to play an effect if I choose to. But I'm more likely to just be doing some vanquishing. That's okay. That is the end of my turn. I do get to draw back up to 4. Hey, Kronk is back. And this interesting thing about Kronk is that Kronk is not discarded to be used. Kronk is not discarded when he is used to defeat heroes. He's constantly on the board. He just constantly just switches sides, depending if he gets 3 power tokens on him. So when Kronk is moved, put 1 power from the supply on him. When there is 3 or more power on him, put him on top of your board. He's now treated as a hero, which is a nice little mechanic because that's what kind of Kronk is like. And there's 2 cards in the Fate deck and 1 in mine. The Path of Righteousness, which is a good card, and the One That Rocks is how to remove power from him to keep him on my side. There we go, and I'm just about to get fated. So it was this deck before, so let's pull this one out. We've got Parker. When Parker is played, you may shuffle 2 of Yzma's Fate decks together. Deal the cards as evenly as possible to replace the shuffled Fate decks. So let's go put them on the board. And 4 and 6. So there go. And odds and evens. So odds left, evens here. So he will go over here. There we go, because you want to cover as many fate actions as possible. There's no real benefit adding heroes to the same location. So, considering it was this one here he played on, whenever I have to shuffle decks, I play the next one across. So, we've got these two here. So, let's shuffle these one across. It just keeps a level of consistency, so you don't have to keep guessing, you know, what ones you should be doing. So, when you've got to shuffle a deck, shuffle the decks ahead. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 2. This one had more anyways, so that's 2 here, 3 here. Problem is now is I've already searched this deck and there's no Kuzco, and I haven't searched this deck, so now I've got a couple of decks to look at. 3 decks now, actually, to be honest. Okay, that is end of the turn. Now it's mine, and I am going to go and I'm going to go over here and do a vanquish action here, and I can't actually pay its cost, so I'm going to do a vanquish action and get rid of you. You come back to my hand, you get discarded, I get 2 more power now that that's been revealed, and I've also got a movement. Yay! There we go, and I can now actually afford to play this card now. But my ally is gone. So I cannot. Okay, why don't we get, can go put Kronk on the board. If I want to, yeah, why not? Let's go get Kronk on the board. There we go. Excellent, and he's going to cost me 3. There we go. And just keep in mind, every time I move him, he'll get power tokens on him. There we go. Let's move that across. Let's go get ourselves some power tokens. Actually, I am going to put him over here. There we go. And let's go get some power tokens. 1, 2, and 3. Because if you look over here, that's blocking an active and a 1. He is doing these actions here I do like. I'm going to like them very much. So, I got my 3 power tokens. I can play up to 1 card. Only problem is, still can't play that crawl card. So, if I'm doing that, then I might as well put him here. So I can play this card, which is a 1, because you've got to play it when an ally is at the same location. So let's do that. Means I'm at risk if I want to move him. He's going to get a power token. I get to use an effect. Which ones do we have? Yeah. After them. Yes, we'll go play that one, shall we? Not ideal. Okay, I'm going to go back through this original deck over here. No, I like to go in order as well. So let's, I think I've done that one, I don't think I've actually checked this one, have I? Don't quite recall. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's do this one. Oh, we got Chica, Tipo, and Kuzco. Well, 3 heroes. Awesome. Well, we found Kuzco, but all these heroes have to get played. So, let's see where they're going. 6, 7, 8, 9. Chica can go here. Well, let's go left to right. Boom. If Chica moves to Chica's location, she immediately loses 2 power. Oh, and let's, well, we certainly don't want Kuzco over here, do we? So let's put Kuzco with Chica, and let's put Tipo. Oh, you cannot defeat other heroes. And let's go and put Tipo over here. Chica. You know, this is actually, yeah, this is too much. Okay, let's just, let the dice decide. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 6, 9, so 10. Let's go put Chica here. Let's deal with Tipo. Both those 2 can't go here, for example. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, we're gonna go and put Kuzco over here. Tipo over here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Boom. And and dice roll is a 12. There we go. I'm just going to use the dice method to decide how best to distribute them. Because if I go over here and there's a villain here, I can just, take him out as well. So, I think that's actually not too bad of a system, how that worked out. Because it does make it very difficult for me, because I need Kronk in a location, and I need to be there as well. What I'm going to do, actually, sorry. I think that hurts me more. So when I go do a vanquish action, I'm going to lose 2 power doing it. Okay. Wow. That hurt me a lot. And I got another action here that I can play. Move an ally to a location that has a hero. Oh well, Kronk is where I need him to be. So I won't do that. And he doesn't need a dagger. So let's move a card. Find Kronk, discard all power on him. Put him and any item attached to him on the other into your hand. Alright, that's a way that if he happens to be on the other side. Cool, just about to get faded. Let's do this. Beware the groove. Choose a hero from Yzma's fate discard pile. Shuffle that hero and up to 2 of Yzma's fate decks together. Deal the cards as evenly as possible. Not too bad. I've got what, a peasant, I think, and Chica. Well, she's the one that's going to hurt me the most. So she's like her sibling Tippo. There we go. Let's grab 2 decks. And as I said before, when you're doing a fate action, use the other 2 decks. There we go. Shuffle. There we go, just keeps it nice and consistent. Brilliant, she is relatively difficult to play. Well, I haven't played her very often, so I'm kind of winging it to some respect. And I am going to go over here and immediately do a vanquish action. And play a card. Move an ally to a location that has a hero. Okay, I'm going to play this card. Oh, I immediately lose 2. Ouch. Can't play a card. Can't even discard a card. So that's the end of my turn. There we go. And I'm now going to move an a fate. I'm going to move him across. That also means he now gets a power token on him. And I'm also going to do this fate action here. 6, 7, 8, 9. So, not successful. There we go. And I still can't play any cards. I'm kind of trapped here. Now I'm going to get fated. So, let's see what this is. It's Bucky. Kronk cannot be used to defeat a Bucky. So, Bucky will simply just go here to block that other set of fate actions. Limiting me on what I can do. Okay, now it is my turn. I'm going to go back over here. Lose 2 power, which I don't have. And I need power. I need to give him a dagger. So I need to go over here. You can't, because Kuzco is a 7 and I'm a 6. So let's do that. Spend 1 and give him a dagger. There we go. That's the end of my turn. End of round. Coming back over here. I am now going to do a vanquish action. And I am 6 to his 7. And Kuzco has been defeated by Kronk. So I have beaten this game with Yzma. Hopefully I did do the very best I can to use the honor system in how I was playing. And hopefully you get to learn how, more importantly, you learn about how to play with these 4 decks and how her setup and how she kind of plays out matters. And you'll find a solo variant that works for you. I find that when I'm doing a search, I go left to right. When I'm getting fated, left to right. And then I use this token here to place on the deck that I just got fated from. And then if it requires any shuffling, or to other, you go to the decks in front of it. So, for example, if it was here, then you use these 2 decks. This deck here to shuffle. If you needed to shuffle 2 decks, use these 2, so forth and so on. Because through the game, even though I know where Kuzco is, let's say if Kuzco is here, for example, and they're going to go shuffle the deck, I won't shuffle this one because they don't know that I know Kuzco's there. Okay, that's the advantage for me. So keeping it consistent, moving forward, because it's supposed to simulate the opponent. So that's me just rambling on. It is early, I've had my coffee, so I'll finish here. And thanks for watching. And this has been Board Game Backers, brought to you by Liberty Guild Gaming. Thank you, and I'll see you at the table. Thank you.